Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Speak English with a British Accent podcast. Before we go any further, this is a public service announcement that my first section includes extensive coverage and use of the SHIT word, which some of you may find offensive. So if you are of a sensitive disposition, please forward through until you get to section 2. And before we begin, a really big thank you to all of you, you know who you are, who have purchased the British Accent Bundle this week. This has allowed me to continue with the podcast for another week or so your support is really gratefully appreciated. And remember, if you haven't purchased the bundle or if you would like to support the podcast, you can do so by making a donation through PayPal or Buy Me a Coffee. Links are in the show notes. So enough of that, let's get on to a very sensitive Section 1. Section 1. British slang, know your shit. Let's talk shit, literally. Now, if you're learning British English, you've probably noticed that we have a unique talent for using this humble word in a creative variety of expressions. But don't worry. I'm here to help you master these wonderfully rude and ridiculously useful phrases like a proper Brit. Warning, these phrases are informal and some are downright vulgar, so use them with your mates, not with your boss, unless you do want to get fired. But let's start with Shit Expressions 101. Firstly, dog shit. Dog shit. This means something utterly rubbish. That film was dog shit. I want my 2 hours back. 2. Bullshit. Bullshit. This means nonsense or lies. His excuse was complete bullshit. His excuse was complete bullshit. Thirdly, horse shit. Horse shit. This means even more ridiculous nonsense. That politician's promises are total horseshit. OK, shit gets wild. How about ape shit? This is extremely angry or excited. The crowd went ape shit when the band came on. And bat shit, completely crazy. You'd have to be bat shit to bungee jump off that bridge. Chicken shit, this means cowardly or petty. He was too chicken shit to ask for a refund. And rat shit. Rat shit. This means worn out or ruined. I feel absolutely rat shit after that workout. OK, the no shit section. OK, so we've got no shit. This is sarcastic agreement. It's cold today? No shit, Sherlock. Holy shit. This is an expression of surprise. Holy shit, did you see that? Hot shit. Hot shit. This means something that's impressive. He thinks he's hot shit because he drives a Tesla. Or dipshit. Dipshit. This means an idiot. Don't be such a dipshit. Just read the manual. OK, how about some more shit you'll hear in the UK? We've got tough shit. Tough shit. This means too bad, deal with it. You lost your keys? Tough shit. And there's jack shit. Jack shit. Which means absolutely nothing. I know jack shit about coding. Or what about the shit? The shit. Something excellent. Her new album is the shit. And two shits. Two shits. This is a complete lack of concern. I don't give two shits about their opinion. I don't give two shits about their opinion. How about some shits for socialising? So we've got shooting the shit. Shooting the shit. This is casual chit-chat. We spent the afternoon shooting the shit in the pub. Shit show. Shit show. This is a disastrous situation. That meeting was a total shit show. That meeting was a total shit show. There's shithead, which is an idiot or unpleasant person. Stop being such a shithead. There's shit-faced, which means extremely drunk. He got absolutely shit-faced last night. And there's same old shit. Same old shit. This is something boring or repetitive. Another day, same old shit. So to practice, try creating a short dialogue using at least 5 of these expressions. For example, did you see that game? Yeah, it was a complete shit show. No shit, worst refereeing I've ever seen. I feel rat shit just watching it. And if you want to level up your British accent, grab my British accent bundle. It's the hot shit you need to sound like a native Brit. Section 2. Collocations with out. Ever wondered why native speakers sound so natural even when they're not using fancy vocabulary? The secret lies in collocations. What are collocations? Collocations are words that naturally go together, like a happy marriage of language. They just sound right together. For example, fast food. That sounds right. Quick food. That sounds weird and wrong. Mastering collocations makes your speech more fluent and native-like. Plus, in British English, they add rhythm and realism to your conversations. So here are 10 common collocations, starting with the word out. Out. Number 1, out of breath. Out of breath. So you're struggling to breathe after physical exertion. After climbing the stairs, I was completely out of breath. 2, out of control. Out of control. Beyond management or regulation. The situation quickly spiraled out of control. How about number 3? Out of order. Out of order. This means it's not working or it could be inappropriate. The lift is out of order again. Or when someone is being rude, that comment was totally out of order. Number 4, out of the blue. Out of the blue. So this is something that happens unexpectedly or without warning. She called me out of the blue after 5 years. What about out of touch? Out of touch. So this is not informed or you're unaware of current trends. He's so out of touch with reality, it's painful to watch. 6, out of reach. Out of reach. This is inaccessible or unattainable. The promotion just felt out of reach. Number 7, out of sight. Out of sight. This is hidden or beyond visibility. The dog ran out of sight into the forest. Number 8, out of stock. Out of stock. This is temporarily unavailable for purchase. So, the latest iPhone is already out of stock. Number 9, out of hand. Out of hand. This means difficult to control or becoming unruly. The party got out of hand when the neighbours complained. And finally, number 10, out of pocket. Out of pocket. Having lost money or covering expenses yourself. I was out of pocket after paying for everyone's drinks. So to sound more natural, practice these collocations in full sentences and try recording yourself using them in different scenarios, or write a story featuring as many as you can.
So, when I ask, what is Odoo? What comes to mind? Well, Odoo is a bit of everything. Odoo is a suite of business management software that some people say is like fertilizer because of the way it promotes growth. But some people also say Odoo is like a magic beanstalk because it grows with your company and is also magically affordable. But then again, you could look at Odoo in terms of how its individual software programs are a lot like building blocks. I mean, whatever your business needs. Manufacturing, accounting, HR programs, you can build a custom software suite that's perfect for your company. So what is Odoo? Well, I guess Odoo is a bit of everything. Odoo is a fertilizer magic beanstalk building blocks. For business. Yeah, that's it. Which means that Odoo is exactly what every business needs. Learn more and sign up now at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Attention sports enthusiasts, keep the adrenaline pumping and elevate your game day with Chumba Casino. It's completely free to play. No purchase necessary. Whether you're cheering from the stands, on the move, or relaxing at home, Chumba Casino brings the thrill of social casino directly to your fingertips. Experience the ultimate social casino adventure with reels of casino-style games, offering hundreds of exciting options to choose from and fresh new releases every week. There's always something new and thrilling to explore. From action-packed social slots and classic blackjack to engaging bingo and solitaire, the fun never stops. Plus, enjoy generous daily login bonuses and a fantastic free welcome bonus to kickstart your social gaming journey. Dive into the excitement, discover a world where you can play for your chance to redeem some serious prizes and have a blast along the way. Don't miss out. What are you waiting for? Join now and immerse yourself in nonstop fun and adventure with Chumba Casino. Get in on the action today at ChumbaCasino.com and make every day a Chumba day. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus TNCs apply.
Section 3. Mastering phone English. Phrases for asking callers to wait and connecting them. Oh yes, speaking English on the phone. A true test of your accent skills. No facial expressions to help you out. Just your silky RP tones carrying the entire conversation. In this section, let's focus on 2 essential skills. Firstly, asking the caller to wait, because sometimes you just need a minute to fake sounding professional. And secondly, connecting the caller, so you can pass them off to someone else and breathe again. And of course, I'll throw in some RP pronunciation tips to keep you sounding polished and poised. So let's dive in. Firstly, asking the caller to wait. So you need to buy yourself a moment, whether you're actually busy or just panicking internally. Here are some suave phrases to do it gracefully. Could you hold on a moment, please? Could you hold on a moment, please? So, for example, could you hold on a moment, please? I'll just check with my colleague. 2. Bear with me just a second. Bear with me just a second. The phrase, bear with me, is a polite way of asking for patience. So, for example, bear with me just a second, I'll see if she's available. Number 3, would you mind hanging on for a moment? Would you mind hanging on for a moment? For example, would you mind hanging on for a moment? I'll find the details for you. Number 4, let me just pop you on hold quickly. Let me just pop you on hold quickly. For example, let me just pop you on hold quickly. I'll check their availability. Number 5, are you okay to wait for a couple of minutes? For example, are you okay to wait for a couple of minutes? I won't be long. And finally, one moment. One moment. So, for example, one moment, I'll just grab your file. Okay, so secondly is connecting the caller. Time to hand them over to someone else. And here's how to do it smoothly. I'll put you through now. I'll put you through now. For example, I'll put you through now. Thanks for your patience. 2. Let me transfer you to the relevant department. For example, let me transfer you to the relevant department. One moment, please. Number 3, I'll connect you with, insert the name of who you're going to connect them with. For example, I'll connect you with James in customer support. Number 4, can I just hand you over to my colleague? For example, can I just hand you over to reception? Or, can I just hand you over to James? Hopefully he'll be able to help. And finally, I'll see if, insert name, is available. So, for example, I'll see if Sarah is available. Just a moment. I'll see if Sarah is available. Just a moment. So practice makes perfect. When you're on the phone, focus on your intonation. Politeness tends to have an upward intonation at the end. Could you hold on a moment, please? So it has a gentle upward pitch. Now, finality tends to be a more downward intonation. I'll put you through now. I'll put you through now. So this has a slightly falling pitch. So if you're aiming for a professional and natural-sounding British accent, whether for phone calls, meetings, or just to impress your mates, my British Accent Bundle is your secret weapon, and I have a whole module in Course 2 dedicated to using the telephone. So you can go to learningbritishaccent.com/bundle and master phone English like a pro. Section 4. 19 ways Brits begrudgingly end a tea break. You know you're mastering British English when you've perfected the art of leaving a tea break with mild despair. Because let's face it, we Brits may be polite, but we're also world-class at passive-aggressively heading back to work. So if you want to sound like a true Brit, here are 19 authentic phrases to grumble as you reluctantly peel yourself away from your cuppa. Starting with the classic cop-outs. 1. Anyway, better get back to it. Anyway, better get back to it. Said with a sigh and a slow rise from the chair. Number 2. No rest for the wicked. No rest for the wicked. Because only good people get to relax, obviously. Number 3. Right, I'll crack on. A mildly enthusiastic attempt at productivity. Number 4. Back to the grind. Back to the grind. This is usually followed by a dramatic eye roll. And number 5. Suppose I better do some work. Suppose I'd better do some work. This is generally said in a tone that suggests otherwise. How about some sarcastic slogans? Firstly, here we go again, because clearly this isn't your first rodeo. Number 2, this work won't do itself, if only it would. Number 3, onwards and upwards, with the enthusiasm of a wet sock. Number 4, time to earn my keep, as if you're being paid in gruel. And 5, well, that's not going to finish itself. This is the passive-aggressive sibling of number 2. This work won't do itself. How about some unnecessarily dramatic departures? 1. Guess I should pretend to be useful. Guess I should pretend to be useful. This is perfect for the habitual procrastinator. Number 2. Come on before we grow moss. Come on before we grow moss. Because tea breaks are famously petrifying. Number 3. Right, fun's over. Right, fun's over. This is said with a tragic glimmer in your eye. And 4. Can't dodge it forever. Can't dodge it forever. Unless you quit, of course. And what about some overly theatrical farewells? Let's make a move then, said with a groan as if heading into battle. Number 2, back at it like a glutton for punishment, because why wouldn't you enjoy suffering? How about number 3, time to shuffle some papers? Translation, pretend to be productive. Or number 4, duty calls, duty calls. Side with Shakespearean levels of tragedy. And number 5, better go and stare at my inbox for a bit. Better go and stare at my inbox for a bit. This is productivity at its finest. So in using these phrases, pay attention to linking and elision for a more authentic RP flow. Back to the grind, back to the grind. We'll reduce that to, so it's not back to the grind, to ta. Back to the grind. It's the weak form. Right, fun's over. Right, fun's over. We use a linking Z to the vowel. Right, fun's over. Fun's over. Time to earn my keep. Time to earn my keep. Again, the to, time to earn my keep, becomes the weak schwa sound. Would you like to master more authentic British phrases? My British Accent Bundle has everything you need to perfect your RP pronunciation. You can get it at learningbritishaccent.com/bundle. Well, that's it for another week. I hope you enjoyed the content in this week's show and didn't find it too offensive. Please do consider joining the bundle if you're looking for a guide to RP British English pronunciation. And I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I'll catch you here next week. Bye for now.